Hello, friends, and welcome to Facebook Ad Fridays. I'm your host, Kerry, Knoll, and thank you so much for joining me today. In today's little segment, I'm going to show you how to add your domain and verify it within the Facebook Business Suite, or Meta Suite, as they now refer to it. So let's get started, shall we? Oh, before we do that, let me just also remind you that if you are watching and tuning in from Facebook or LinkedIn or in YouTube, if you can, please hit the thumbs up or like this video. And if you're on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notification. This helps you get notified when I'm going to go live each and every single time. So let's hop into it. All right, so on my screen, you're going to see the Meta business settings for my business. And in order to get there, you can just get there by going to business.facebook.com/settings. And if you don't have a business set up yet, it'll ask you to create one. If you have multiple businesses, you can then choose which business you want. If you don't have more than one business, it'll direct you right to this screen that you see here. If you need to change businesses at any point in time, you can just select the drop down here and change out to a different business. So what you need to do in order to add an actual domain to your Facebook business account, in order for you to run ads to it and from it, and to add events such as tracking leads or purchases or add to carts or anything like that, we need to come down to brand safety. Click on that, click on domains. I have a bunch already added and verified. I'm going to run you through one right now. So I'm going to click add domain. I'm going to add my domain, Kerry recommends. And then click add. And the next thing you see is it says it's not verified in red at the top. And then it tells you a couple ways you can verify your domain. So you can select one of these options: add a meta tag to your HTML source code, upload an HTML file to your root directory, or update the DNS text record with your domain registrar. I always opt for the third option. I do believe this is the easiest one to do, the DNS text record with your domain registrar, specifically if you're using a domain registrar such as Namecheap, which has a very fast time to live and seems to cache really quickly. So I'm going to select this option. Then it tells you what to do next. Go to your domain registrar, log into your account, and find your DNS record section. Follow the instructions to add this TXT record to your DNS configuration. And it says copy to clipboard, in the bold verification key is right here, which is at Facebook-domain-verification equals and a bunch of characters. So we're going to click on that. Then it says use a DNS TXT lookup tool to confirm the record has been updated across servers before clicking verified domain. I never do that. I just click verified domain. So I'm going to come on over to Namecheap. I'm already logged in. I'm already at my domain, kerryrecommends.com. I've clicked on the advanced DNS. This is assuming that your DNS is managed at your registrar and not somewhere else like Cloudflare or equivalent. But if it is here, and I do recommend using the DNS with Namecheap if you are using Namecheap with your domains, because it is easy to use. So I'm going to come down here underneath these records that you see here. I have a CNAME record and a URL redirect record. I'm going to click on this red plus button that says add new record. Once I do that, I'm going to scroll down in this little window till I find the TXT record. Click on it. Then under host, we're going to just use the @ symbol. And then the value, we're going to paste in what we just copied to clipboard, which is the Facebook domain verification equals string of characters. Then we're going to click on from automatic on TTL, which is time to live. We're going to click on it to 1 minute. We're going to click save changes. This is all you have to do inside of your registrar with your domain in order to give Facebook what it needs when it tries to verify the domain itself. We're going to come back over here to our business settings, and then we're going to click on verify domain, and we may get a failed message. We may get an automatic green check mark that is verified. So we're going to give it a shot, cross our fingers, and pray. And we have a DNS text record mismatch. We did not find a matching DNS text entry for your domain or on your domain. So what we're going to do is give it a few more minutes, or I should say a few more seconds, because we don't have a whole lot of time here. And we're going to give it one more shot. Look at that. Voila. kerryrecommends.com is verified. Done. So now that it's verified, we are halfway there, right? There is one more step to this process in order to run ads to this domain, and that is to actually go to the events manager and add the different events to this particular domain. So in order to do that, we click on this All Tools hamburger menu here at the top, and then you should have a shortcut in here for Events Manager. If you do not, if you come to Manage Business and scroll down this list, you'll see Events Manager is also listed right here. So you click on Events Manager. It opens up another window, and it shows you a bunch of different pixels. And you bottom line is you need to then just pick one of the pixels that you want to use with that particular domain. So if you already know which pixel you want to use, you would then come over here to Aggregated Event Measurement with the new purple information, I guess, notification. Click on that, and then click down here where it says Manage Events. And then once that happens, it opens up Events Manager for web event configurations. And you'll see all the domains you have configured, or if you don't have any, you won't see any, except for the one that you did add, right? So if you only added one, you'll see one. It shows the domain is here listed at the top, domain verified. It has 0 of 8 configured events. So in order to configure these events, we hit this drop down or just click anywhere in that bar. And we have this event name, no events configured, manage events button. So we click on that. And it says, edit these events. Frequent changes may negatively impact ad delivery and reporting. So if you remove events from this configuration that are used in current ads, your ads may not be delivered as expected. Additionally, modeled reporting may be less accurate for a brief time after editing events, especially if you make a large change, or if you have low event volume. So it's just basically a warning sign that we need to be aware of, but basically we just skip it, click edit. And then we are presented with this where we have nothing, and there's a button over here on the right that we can click on called Add Event. We're going to click on that. Then what we're going to do is, it doesn't matter which one of those pixels, by the way, on that previous page, I decided to click on that Aggregated Event Measurement to manage these events, because I can still choose any of my pixels from this drop down, and we do need to pick the pixel that we want to use for this particular domain again. So I'm going to select one. I'm going to choose my event. So here we have a bunch of different events we can utilize, right? Add payment info, add to cart, add to wish list, complete registration, contact, customize product, donate, find location, initiate, checkout, lead, purchase, schedule, search, start trial, submit application, subscribe, and view content. There's a ton of these. It really doesn't matter which ones you want to use, because at the end of the day, it just depends on what makes sense to you. For the most part, just to make things simple, we'll usually lead off with lead, because we usually want to generate leads whenever we're doing ads. The next event we want to add, so we got to select our pixel again, is typically we want to normally optimize for purchases. So number one thing we want to do is grab leads. The second thing we want to do is make purchases. And then the third one that I typically add, and I can add more if I like, but typically I only add 3, is the third one would be normally view content. And the reason being is that is part of Facebook's conversion API, which I will be covering in another video, or I have talked about briefly in previous videos about how to connect the server-side API to track events. And one of those events that you can track easily is view content when someone drops in on your website or page, so that you can send that information back to Facebook, and Facebook can record the fact that that person visited your website, and that is what the view content can do for you. So lead, purchase, view content. You can add more or you can add less. It's totally up to you. These are the 3 I recommend. Once you're happy, click the blue button down here in the right-hand corner that says apply. And then it says these updates, updates to the new events in this configuration take effect immediately. Yes, I confirm these changes. Click apply. And we're off and running. You successfully changed event configurations. Event configuration changes will be applied to kerryrecommends.com. Click OK, and it comes back, and it basically shows we've done 3 of 8 here, and we're ready to go forward with setting up ads that would be directed to that particular domain. So that is how you do it. It's a little bit convoluted, but it's also pretty simple once you've done it 100 times like I've done it. So if you got any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to help and share any other insight I might have into this stuff. If you get stuck anywhere, let me know as well. And until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. And yes, if you're watching again on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and hit that bell notification to get notified. And if you liked this video, got something out of it, please hit the like as well. I'd appreciate it. All right, have a good one. We'll see you real soon. Take care.